All this drill is let me get better at my balance. Let me get better at my balance.
To be able to pull.
To be able to kick, knee, whatever.
Right, okay.
If I have zero balance, one, I'll probably never kick.
Right.
If my balance is really bad, I may not even do the simplest, best possible thing.
Simple and easy.
We're simple and easy. Stomp on their foot, break their instep so I can run away. But to do it, that's a knee.
Right.
I've got to be on one foot.
Yes.
So if your balance is bad and you're worried about that, and so you don't kick, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
And so
natural.
It's the reason for practicing this, but like also, if you have a tendency to like be lighter and like you feel like you need to sink more, as I feel like I do a lot, would that also be kind of an issue in terms of kicks? Because like I'm so like sunk down all the time that it's.
Yes, your kicks. If you are light, your kicks tend to fly, and you tend to want to fly.
Right, which is
But
a problem.
It's not always a problem.
Okay.
All right, there are flying kicks. They are not common to Wing Chun, but the rule in Wing Chun, my rule in Wing Chun is if you can do it, they can't stop you, and you can pull it off, it is legit, as long as it's efficient, right? And if I needed to do well, Bruce Lee was all about his long-range side kick, the cross-stepping side kick, all right? And a lot of people would say he's sort of Wing Chun based, and okay, so it's sort of a thing. It's a useful thing. It lets me shut you down early. To do that, I need to be light. But if I really want to kick, anytime they use Gerk is shin or leg, tech is kick it down. So if I want to tech, if I want to kick it down, I want to do what you just did. You sunk. You went, wham! You do it on the Mukang Jong, exactly. You sink down, you drop your weight on it. If I get tangled up and I'm going to break his instep, I can't do it by flying. I do it by dropping my weight down into his foot. The same is true with a side kick, a roundhouse, or an Alsec, or front push, Chi Gerk. If I sink, that has more effect than if I fly, if I float.
What was that trick you did like 2-3 weeks ago? You told me be the boxer. Okay, so I'm being the boxer, so I'm focused on, in boxing there's a strike zone just like in baseball. Okay, so I'm just focused on this to the waist, okay? And Sifu said, pow!
Oh,
He got me right here. Oh man, I felt that for like 4 days.
Oh, this? Boom?
Yeah.
That's just a forward kick. It would be considered a Chi Gerk or Chi Tech.
Which is what we did is that the same thing we did in the form? When we turned?
Yes, yes. When you do this, boom.
Yeah.
Heel forward. So that's all it is.
But yours didn't, you turned your foot like
Oblique. If the foot turns out, it's an oblique.
That's how you did it.
And I will go oblique if I want to go high beyond a certain point. All right. With Hannah, it makes it easier. It allows my joints to work that way. If Hannah and I were boxing, I might do for Thai they call it a teep, but for Wing Chun it would be just a Chi Gerk. I just go straight forward. But the strike was at the level of my hip. If I want to go above my own hip, I have to manipulate the joint somehow. All right, I mean, yes, I can do a kind of a Hitlerian goose step, but that's just, the energy's this way. I need it to go forward. So I go oblique. I turn the foot out, collapse the knee so I can push forward. And if I'm close enough, I want to go up, right under there. Okay? So learning to sink will improve kicks. That does not mean you can't fly, but know when to fly and when to sink. Most of the kicks you do on that are sunk.